Very bad. Okay, so our next special guest, Yasmin, is a full-time personal trainer. Okay, whereabouts do you work? Do you work in a gym or?
Well, I'm self-employed, but I'm based out of a gym in Luton.
Oh, there you go. That's where it was. That's where I got it from. Okay. So, like so many sports conditioning programs, each program will be broken down into phases or stages or cycles or mesocycles, leading up to the competition. Can you define each stage leading up to competition and the sacrifices and risk factors in each stage?
Okay, yeah.
I'll say the question again, don't worry.
Well, there's 2 stages, and they're both awful, to be fair. And some of you may know about bodybuilding, others may not. And it's pretty much a lifestyle, the entire cycle. So the first part of the cycle is bulking stage, or an off-season. And what that entails is eating quite a lot of food, not unhealthy foods, sort of good foods, but a lot of it and very regularly. And this is to build your muscle. And this actual bit, the off-season bit, is crucial. If you don't get this bit right, then the next part goes horribly wrong. So we do a lot of training, heavy weights, and a lot of sort of eating. But it's not great because it's not nice foods. Yes, it's chicken, but it's bland and there's too much of it, and you don't want to eat it, but you have to. So that's kind of the first stage in simple terms. And the second part of it is prepping for your competition, or the cutting phase. Now this is when you have to strip away the fat on your body so that you can reveal those amazing muscles that you've just built. And again, this is equally as awful because you're still eating pretty much the same types of food because they're all non-processed foods, so chickens, vegetables, rice, you know, but in very, very small amounts. And it changes throughout as you get closer to your competition, but you look amazing at the end of it. And I think the risk factors that you kind of put yourself through, because you're eating, you are eating good foods, but you're eating the same things over and over again. So in normal terms, you could get your nutrition from maybe carrots and lots of different things, a variety. However, when you are competing, you're very strict. You may just be having your cod and your broccoli and some rice. So you're lacking a lot of nutrients as well. So you're getting your carbs, your proteins, your fats, but you're not getting those vitamins and minerals that you would get from, say, fruits and vegetables. And I found that had a big impact in me, not at the beginning, but at the end of the cycle, because once I'd finished competing, it wasn't the last one because I've been using Juice Plus for 2.5 years now, but prior to that, every time I finished competing, I was so ill. I had cold, flu, conjunctivitis, and that was just purely because my body was just had it. You know, I'd run it into the ground, and through taking the Juice Plus capsules for 2.5 years now, every time I've prepped for a competition, I haven't had that. You know, so my immune system hasn't suffered as much as it would. It still suffers slightly, because some of you may know about the menstrual cycle we was talking about.
Yeah, we had a good chat about that earlier.
And I didn't know whether to bring it up or not, but James
I was going to ask Mark to talk about it, but I thought you were the best one for the job.
So when you get your body fat as a woman really low, your menstrual cycles stop as well. So there's a lot of things that happen to your body that you wouldn't normally have happen if you weren't dieting so hard. So it's crucial that you support it with such things that I found as like Juice Plus. And I think there was another part of the question, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, well, basically, you know, from my background, I understand that you have to get your body fat extremely low. How low would you go towards the competition phase?
And to be honest, I try not to measure my body fat. However, I did. I was naughty, so I did. And I'd done it a couple of days after I had finished competing, so I had eaten lots of nice foods by then, and it was 6.6% body fat, which is really low for a woman, really low.
And unfortunately, that does have some risk factors which you've elaborated. But from bodybuilders, competitive bodybuilders that I've worked with in the past, they've always been so terrified of fructose. Why is that?
We're terrified of anything that sounds like sugar. You know, so we are told to stay away from fruits, you know, obviously cakes and biscuits. So pretty much all we eat is blueberries and maybe a banana after a workout. And for us, sugar isn't just sugar. So whether it's coming from a fruit, yes, it's fantastic. We can't have that when we're trying to get our body fat so low. But in the average person, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So when I'm off season, I have lots of fruit. But when I'm prepping, I don't. And so that's where I'm lacking, and that's why the Juice Plus has helped me so much. And I must say, the last time that I was here, some of you may not have noticed